Don't go out and buy a Lamborghini and think you can write that off. This is the famous one. Everyone's heard of this.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't, then welcome. The essentially what they brought in was the temporary full expensing of any assets that's purchased as a small business. Now, if you've bought anything in terms of an asset, I think the threshold was $5 billion in turnover, which is
Huge.
it's massive. So it will cover quite a lot of the small businesses that we work with, if not all. Essentially, it was supposed to finish in 2022. They've extended that for another year to 2023. Now, it does mean that if you buy new assets, I think it was the 6th of October. After the 6th of October, if you bought the asset, then you'll be able to write off the full cost of that asset on your tax return. Now, in terms of secondhand assets, it's still at 150K through to 30th of June at the end of this financial year. What's cool about this is a lot of people are investing more money into equipment and cars and things like that. So that's kind of sprucing up the economy, and they're seeing that that's working really well. So they're extending that for another year. However, just want to kind of say that doesn't mean that if you want to save tax in this financial year, you have to purchase the car ready for delivery before 30th of June to claim for that. So in a month and a half time. So the car yachts are pretty busy. Your asset finance guy is probably run off his feet. So if you're thinking of doing that, make sure you get in touch with them as soon as possible. If not, you still have next financial year and the financial year after that to do that as well. Bear in mind, there's a bit of an asterisk here. If you do buy a car, this temporary full expensing doesn't have a limit if it's a business asset like a printer, equipment, or big machinery, or even commercial vans and vehicles. But if you buy a car like a sedan, there is a car limit depreciation, which limits the depreciation to $59,136. So you want to make
I've got to look that up every time, but thank you, Riz.
yeah, I get dyslexic sometimes. I say, oh, is it 316 or 136? But yeah, so you want to make sure that you do take that into account when you do tax planning, because don't go out and buy a Lamborghini and think you can write that off, that 200 grand Lamborghini off. There will be a limit on that, and it's probably because of that. We're not buying cars, just not producing income in the business.